basic factors to consider before you settle in a relationship. And one of them is character. The character of a man, of a woman, speaks to the totality of that person. Your character is a fundamental reality of who you are. You cannot be anything outside the jurisdiction of your character. Your character speaks to how you speak. Your character speaks to how you relate to people. Your character speaks to how you interact with things, how you make decisions and all that. And it also speaks to who you will be in the relationship of marriage. Yes. And so it is expedient that you consider character before you make the choice of a spouse. Who is this person? When we talk about character, you need to find out. You need to check it out. And it's very easy to check it out in another person. But one thing that is difficult is checking it in yourself. And so Jesus said it is very easy to see the dust in another person's eye without considering the plank. He said, before you see that dust, consider the plank in your own eye. And so I see people looking at another person. Does he have the character? Oh, I want a God-fearing man. I want the kind of woman who is the Proverbs 31 kind of woman. Yes, Holy Ghost filled. I'm speaking. The woman who will take care of my children, that's the kind of woman I'm looking out for. I don't have an issue with that. But the question is, are you that kind of person? Do you have the character you seek? That is the main cocoa. That's the main issue. So you need to be that person that you want to attract. You need to consider that person. Are you that person? We're looking at 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Let's understand the character we're talking about. It's none other than the character of love. The character of love. Let's look at 1 Corinthians 13 verses, let's start from verse 1. And so it says, if I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong, a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can perform all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And so when you are considering that man, that woman, that is firebrand, tongue speaking, yes, these virtues are good. Of course, if you are a Christian and you don't have these things, there's a question mark. But then, that's not the major thing. Faith must express itself through love. And love is a character. Love is the character. And so if you can do all things, you can speak to the mountain, move yourself and throw yourself into the sea, and it does that, and you do not have love, I'm sorry, there's a question mark to it. So it's not enough for you to be a child of God, in quotes, and you don't have the character. Jesus said, by their fruit we shall know them. The character is what represents you, what proves that you are truly a child of God. Alright, let's move on. He said, if I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. It's very easy for you to be that boyfriend, that girlfriend that gives. You love giving. He gives you so much. Oh, he cares for me. He gives me gifts. Oh, Valentine is here. For every Valentine, he gives me a lot of things. Yes. It's good to give. And it's also a language of love. I know you know Gary Chapman talking about the 5 love languages. It's good. I like it. But I tell you, there is a character set here. Not everyone who gives truly loves. But whoever loves must give. Take note of that. Alright. Love is patient. Here's the character now. Love is patient. So you can't claim to love and yet you are impatient. That cannot work. Alright? Love is kind. And so you cannot be in love and not be kind. When I help us praying, oh, I want a man that is kind, a man that loves me. What shows he loves you is the kindness. That's what shows he loves you. He said, it does not boast. It is not proud. Love is not rude. You can't keep speaking to the person disrespectfully and yet you claim to love. I'm sorry. When I hear people say, that's who I am, that's the way I am, I'm sorry, that's not the way you are. That's the way you chose to be. Because character is a choice. Character is a choice. That's the person you have chosen to be, and so it has formed the fundamental of your life, of your reality. That is who you are. You chose to be, and you can choose otherwise. You can't choose otherwise. And so, being rude and insulting, yeah, you are very, very insulting. That's not love. That's not a character. You need to be this person. The truth is, you cannot attract who you are not. How will you plant a mango seed and then expect to see a guava tree? It's impossible. The scripture says that God cannot be mocked. What a man sows, that he will reap. And so, flip it to character. Whoever you are in character, that's the person you will attract. So do you want to attract a godly man, a God-fearing man, a Proverbs 31 kind of a woman? You be that person and you will attract the person. That's it. And so, it is not rude. Love is not rude. And love is not easily angered. In my family, that's the way we are. You chose to be that way. Your family members may be that way, but you can be different. And you can make a difference when you embrace love. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. And then you are the kind of person that keep reminding people of what they did to you in 2011. You still remember it in 2023? Then you've done no love. Because in love, past wrongs are not written in record. You don't remember it? You don't keep it, you don't file it somewhere. So who is in your heart that you've kept? I know in your past relationship someone hurts you. Yes, it's not a reason to file it. And each time you remember them, you are upset, you are angry, you don't know love. I beseech you today to embrace love. And so love does not keep records of wrong. Love does not delight in evil. Yes, love does not delight in evil. You can't claim to love. You can't claim to love, to know love, and yet you find yourself in borderline misconduct. You are a child of God, spirit-filled, tongue-speaking, and yet in relationship you find yourself crossing that borderline where there are touching. You go into fondling, you go into all that, yet and you are not married yet. That's not love. You don't know love. And when I keep saying love, there's a definition for love. Go to 1 John chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. It clearly says that God is love. So whatever you call love must have an expression of godliness. I'll say that again. Whatever you call love must have the character of godliness. If it does not look like God, it is not love, because God is love. Alright. He said, it does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. And so if your own love fails, it simply means you're never in love. Like I said earlier, it's very easy for you to see these things in others without checking yourself. But I tell you, the best way for you to have that person in your life who exemplifies the character of Christ is by you being that person. So I pray for you today that you embrace Christ, embrace the love of God in your heart, yield yourself to the Spirit of God, and I tell you, in time, you will attract that person who will love you as Christ does. God bless you. Remember, my name is John, the convener of Love Garden. See you.